Welcome everybody to the 632nd session of Empowering Morning Conversations. It is a sad day today because somebody whom many of us know very well, she's spoken on EMC twice. Her husband, who was 61 years old, just passed away this morning while playing badminton in his club. And so let's just take a moment to give a small prayer to the departed soul. All right, so like every morning, we come here to move out of the default mode or the survival mode. Okay. So when we talk about survival mode, it's what? Usually survival of self or whatever we consider ourselves to be, survival of our opinions, survival of our points of view, survival of what we think is right, and all that. And our preoccupation with these things leaves little space for us to be able to utilize this power that we have. And it was only at the age of 27 that I discovered that I can also do something, that one man can also make a difference. Now, just the discovery that I don't have to be only concerned about my own self and my family and my needs, and treating myself as this small, insignificant person. If you think yourself as small, you will treat yourself as small. Remember, I always say the way you see yourself is the way you treat yourself, and the way you treat yourself is the way you treat others. And the way you treat others is the way they treat you. So the survival, where was it coming from? That, I have to survive. I have to have a job. I have to earn a living. I have to. So it was not like I choose to. So in my job also, I remember, how strange the way the mind works. I got a job from another company at a much higher position. 3 positions higher than what I was having at that time. Okay. And I said no to it. How silly can you be? I said no to it because I said, hello, you're giving me 3 positions higher, but the salary you're giving me is the same as what I'm getting now. So why should I take it? So did I lose an opportunity? Because I was not operating from a point of view that if I go to that higher position, I can make a huge difference. Okay. So later on, when I got transformed in 1982, when I was looking back at my life, I said, stupid fellow, Sukhdeepak, you had an opportunity to make a huge difference and you said no to it. Yeah. When there was an opportunity to create life, that time I gave it up because I had more pressing survival concern, High paisa. So, couple of things I wanted to speak with you today. How much of our life has been kind of wasted away? Wasted in the sense that we didn't use ourselves fully. If you are a huge, powerful resource, right? And you are not using it for its purpose. You have not even tried to find out what that purpose is. Then are you not wasting your life? See, it is this realization which made me start doing what I started to do. And here I am talking to you today. Otherwise, why should I? Mind your own business, Sukhdeepak. Do your job, Sukhdeepak. Earn more money, Sukhdeepak. Take care of your family, Sukhdeepak. Why should you be doing it for the whole world, Sukhdeepak? क्या जरूरत है, Sukhdeepak? What is the need for it? So, I want you to reflect on what is really possible for a person like you. Okay? Are you actually knowing how big you are, how powerful you are, how able and capable you are, and how much more you can do? See, if you're playing small, see, let us imagine that you're a table tennis player and you always want to win. Will you play with a 4-year-old kid? If you really want to know what a good player you are, you will play with somebody better than you, no? So in life, if you play a small game, will you discover how big you are? So there are people in this group who discovered how big they are, and they started doing certain actions which they were not doing before. Like Gautam started his photography school, and he was resisting doing business of his own for quite some time. And he took something which he loved and he made it into a profession. Now, maybe he's not earning millions, but he's making a difference to so many people. And what if you could do both? I mean, if that money is so important for you, then certainly do that or do whatever you want. So close your eyes and just look within yourself today, just a little bit. Look within and see, okay, listen, you've got this wonderful life and the wonderful body and the wonderful intellect and the wonderful brains and everything. And if you start to see yourself as this wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being that you are, the king of the skies, if you start to see yourself like that, what will be possible for you? What would you make possible for you? What can you make possible for you? अगर आपको अपनी शक्ति का एहसास हो जाए तो जिंदगी में और क्या संभव कर सकते हो? शक्ति है, एक्सपीरियंस है, सब कुछ है, क्या कर सकते हो? You know, when I got this shocking news this morning, first thought that hit me was, shit, such a young man. And the second thought that hit me was, life is so unpredictable, make the most of what you have now. I mean, why should I go on postponing doing things that I can do and I desire to do? Why should I postpone it? Okay, one day, someday I will do it. Why not now? Am I fully utilizing this great gift of God called life? There was a poem by Robert Frost, it says, miles to go before I sleep. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody wants to share about what is realization coming up for you at this point of time? Yes, Ratanji.
Okay, I might not be able to do anything physically or financially, but I always have the intention uh, to send out good wishes, something like what we have learned in pranic healing, bless the world, and hope for the best. If nothing else, that is possible. Doesn't cost me anything. I can do it anytime, anywhere, and that's been my retirement job, actively, mentally, actively, pursuing that.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing. But I wonder if you are looking at who you truly are, the powerful, dynamic force that you are. What you're doing is good, I know. So many people have benefited from it. And what you and Ashok ji initiated with my support. And in the last 6 months, 200 people have received BARS session, cancer patients. That is something magnificent. That's a indicator of the power that you have, power and the influence that you can use.
Plus 13 people have
of course,
the access bars.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that helps a lot.
It does. So that's why this year we will do work with 500 people or more than that. But forget about that. It's what you made possible. Didn't you and Ashok ji made it possible? Did you not?
Yes, it is a teamwork, and I believe we played like a volleyball. We have three people.
Wait. Ratanji, stop reacting. Listen to me. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to acknowledge. See, I want you to get in touch with what power is available to you. Okay? Power, not like Prime Minister type of power necessarily, but a very benign, loving, kind, contributory power, right? Which you are utilizing.
Yes.
Right? But when you start to see the real power that you have, you may realize, I'm only using 5% of it and doing so much. Just a thought, keep it. Don't have to say anything. We do know, you are a team player and everything. We know that. I have seen it firsthand. I mean, very, very humble, very much not wanting to be in the limelight. You and Ashok ji are like that only, right? Kaam karo, phal ki chinta mat karo. Typical embodiment of that. I can see that and I appreciate and I regard that. Truly. Lots of lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of regards and love for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And words are insufficient, Really. I mean, makes me quite emotional to even think of what you do. All right. But what I want you to think about, and everybody here, not only you, that, I mean, look, by using this much of our influence and power, if we can achieve so much, then what else is possible? ये ना इतना सा यूज करके इतना कर देते हैं तो पूरा यूज करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? I mean, I was thinking about myself this morning. I said, so Deepak, you're still operating at only 20% or something like that. First of all, very hard to believe that I can do more than that. The mind always says, yeah, itna to stretch kara, how much you will stretch more? Right? Okay, so let's listen to, thank you, Ratanji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd love to hear from a few more people. I think everybody's understood what I'm asking, no? Yes, Guru Nandanji.
First of all, good morning, everybody. And my apologies, I got a little late today to join. From tomorrow, I'll be on time. Okay. Frankly speaking, sir, the exercise I did with you clearly shows me sense of urgency as life is unpredictable. And secondly, finding the real purpose of what we do. Definitely taking care of family and bringing up family is a major responsibility. But along with that, that expansion exercise that has been done so many times actually makes us feel that we can do much more and much bigger purpose we can achieve in our life if we realize that. And if we seriously give a thought to it, that what I am doing, can I do better? What can I do better? Can I go one inch or 1 centimeter or one, maybe I can do little more than what I have done yesterday. What is that today if I am going to do little more than what I have done yesterday? And just to share with you, next week, I'm doing a program for blinds, right? That is greatest. And this program would be first of its kind in history, right? Where this was a dream for me from last 3 years. And I've been trying to contact blind school and other and I attracted them. They themselves, these visual impaired people, they themselves contacted me and then said that we want to do this program. We have seen or we have heard in Shark Tank and we want to do it. So that's how actually, if you really attract, if you really give a thought to the purpose you want to achieve, right, you will definitely get ways to go reach there. And I'm sure this is going to be a life-changing for a lot of these set of first five visual impaired. And once we get success in this program, it can change life of many, many, many. Right? So that was one purpose that I was actually wanting to use my this program for, and I'm very happy to share that we are going to achieve it very soon.
Good, congratulations.
Thank you.
And maybe even now, when you look at the purpose, maybe your purpose, your willingness to look at even a larger purpose. You understand how the mind says, itna kar rahe hai na, step by step approach. It's working step by step. Right? But have you ever seen that you could be the catalyst for the transformation of the lives of millions, crores of students,
Correct.
And completely becoming a part of the prescribed educational curriculum of this country.
Correct.
That possibility is there. I mean,
yes,
that's what we are working for now. You, me, Niti, and a couple of other people, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So the willingness to look at that huge possibility also sometimes, we say, me, I'm not Gandhi.
Correct. I totally agree, sir. And that too with sense of urgency is very important, sir.
I mean, all right. Because you never know, no?
Yeah, that's what.
That one very interesting song just popped into my head, Rahe na rahe, hum main kya karenge. Whether I'm there or not, my fragrance will remain. My deeds will remain.
Yes.
Right? Because you will be remembered for what you contributed, no? Not for what you took. Nobody will remember you for how much money you earned, and how many houses you built. They'll remember you for what you did for the world, no? Everybody who's remembered is remembered because he made the world a better place, right?
Agreed.
There was this guy called Magellan who sailed around the world. I don't think he did it for the money. Crazy man only will do for money, right? He sailed around on the other route and suffered so much, right? That's why we can have Daniel sitting in Argentina, speaking in Spanish, right? would never have happened, right?
Correct.
So the point I'm making, thanks, Gurunandan. So point I'm making is that there is this power that we have. Just like those two cycle mechanics who were cycle mechanics, and we owe the aeroplane to them. They were not even, I mean, there was no science of aeronautics over there at that time, right? But are we willing to look at us as this huge, wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being that we are? And if you did get a glimpse of it just now, then I'm asking everyone, what else is possible and what else will you be willing to use yourself for? You can easily say, oh, I've done that and I've done everything in my life. Okay, I'm satisfied. I'm just living and I'm very happy. And good. Congratulations if you're doing that. But what else is possible? You know, many, many years ago, I realized, okay, listen, there are two types of people in this world, right? One is called waiting to die. Waiting to die, right? So they're filling up the time with survival activities until they die. And the other type is the guys who say, hello, everybody's got to die one day, but as long as I live, I will use myself, you know, fully to realize a purpose bigger than I can imagine. So they set out on that. And then at some point they slow down and then they again start doing survival activities. And then you have to wake them up again and say, hello, is that what you want to do? Are you one of those waiting to die people? एक दिन मरना है तो तब तक कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा, तब तक रोटी कपड़ा मकान कमाना पड़ेगा. Is that what we want to do? Waiting to die and surviving in the meantime and being as comfortable as possible. And if there is a world beyond that, what's that? What else is possible? What else will you make possible? That is creation, isn't it?
Can I add something, sir?
Certainly, sir. Ashokji, I was waiting to hear from you.
I did metallurgy. Mr. Narlikar, Jay Narlikar's father, he had come to India, and I must have been about 8 or 9 years old. So he mentioned that the smallest ant, which not even a half a millimeter length, has the brain to find out where their food is. And he gave an example of ants climbing on the ceiling and then falling down on the honey, which is kept on the floor inside the water. And that triggered me. I don't know what happened, but it triggered me something, that I should be doing something which is not done by anybody else. And I wanted to do engineering, but mechanical, electrical, civil, all the lines are dependent on some other. And that was metallurgy. Metallurgy is the line which is not dependent. They make the metals for somebody else, or they make the properties which can be useful to somebody else. So that was the mother, etc., etc. So I did the metallurgy, and that time Maruti car was coming in India, and they wanted glasses for the car, and it was to be imported. And I said, that time I was working with Dor Oliver. I said, no, it's not required. We should be able to make raw material for the glass, etc., etc. And around 1978, we put up a plant to make the sand from the bauxite and otherwise good enough to make glass. And around 90% of the Maruti glasses were coming from the plant which I had designed it. That is one thing. Now I am trying to work out that I have spoiled the earth by making a glass. I want to go back from glass to earth. And maybe it should be possible by using some heat. By the heat we converted. So I want to use the same heat to go back again to the earth. Let's see whether I succeed or not, but I think I will succeed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for sharing that. All right, anybody else?
Another thing, not I have done it, 1985, 86, one of the Gujarati person from our Rotary Club who has an establishment in South Africa came back saying that the snakes and other things, they bite the Africans there and they lose the foot. That time that Jaipur foot was known, made by the plaster. And under my presidency, we sent our members to South Africa and installed Jaipur foot in Africa to about 75, 80 families.
And just for the information of those who don't know what is Jaipur foot, it is an artificial limb which was developed in Pune.
No, Jaipur.
In Jaipur, yeah.
And thereafter, now every year we are doing this project in our Rotary Club. Anytime, if you want to see how that is made and how you see the happiness on the faces, those who get it, it's amazing. It's amazing. Nothing can surpass that. When you see the happiness on the faces, they can't walk and they suddenly start walking. It is unbelievable. That pleasure itself is it doesn't have a price. You cannot measure it. Anytime anybody wants to know how it is made and how it is fitted, I am available. I can show it. It is in Shivaji Park only. They make it.
Oh, acha. Okay, interesting. All right. Thank you for sharing, Ashokji. See, this is what anyone who gets inspired and realizes I can do something bigger and I can contribute to the world something which nobody else is contributing. That is one way of discovering what you are made for, no?
Yes.
क्योंकि अगर किसी खास मकसद के लिए आप पैदा हुए हो, ऐसे ही तो पता लगेगा ना. If you've been born for a specific purpose, how else will you discover it? Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ashokji.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Anybody else wants to say anything that's coming up in your mind right now? It need not be only about I will do this or I'll do that. But what are you realizing? What else is possible? Are you realizing that how mentally also we keep ourselves very much restricted to a very narrow point of view? And how much more you can even think about? Some of the things we don't want to think also, no? Because the mind says, why should I think about that? That's not my concern. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys.
I would like to mention something.
Yes, Hirilji. You don't have a raise your hand wala button in your laptop?
Yes, it is there.
Achha, okay, so please use it.
I thought directly I'll talk.
No, koi baat nahi. If you did also, there's no problem. But because kabhi na, what happens, Hirilji? I'm not able to make out. When you raise your hand, I know, okay, so-and-so is talking. That's why.
Okay. So I feel like in my practice, when I see my patients, people who are active in their life, who has goal in their life and, who want to achieve something, they are more enthusiastic people and more healthy, strong emotionally, and, nothing can beat them. Yesterday only I saw one patient, he came for lease therapy. He is 71-year-old. Okay. and he's working for this North Karnataka Jawar Roti Kendra he's running. And his purpose in his life is to provide the same quality what he's doing to different areas of Bangalore. So I'm thinking like at the age of 71, he can be with having this problem what in his leg it is there. He's telling that till my last breath, I want to work and I want to contribute to people. So that was so amazing to, so inspiring to see, look at him, and he doesn't look like 71 also. So I mean to say is like, if you have purpose in your life and if you are willing to contribute something, it has some different energy actually altogether.
Yes.
Right.
Very true. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. In fact, there's a lot of research available on this also, that people who mentally and physically retire from life, they don't live for very long. And those who participate, who engage themselves, they are fully active in life. They are the ones who stay happy and live longer also. Great. Thank you so much, doctor, for sharing that. Are you a medical doctor or Ayurvedic doctor, homeopathic doctor? What kind of doctor are you, Kiralji?
I am practicing a lot of modalities. Basically, I'm an Ayurvedic doctor, and I'm also training acupressure therapies, and I practice Reiki, 10 access bars, and some breathwork therapies also. So multiple healing modalities I'm practicing with Ayurveda.
Beautiful, beautiful. So nice to meet with you. All right.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, anybody else would like to say something? Anything which is coming up, your thoughts, feelings, emotions, anything you want to talk about at this moment? No? All right, then. Kunanji, let's have a share from you.
Yeah, very good morning, sir.
Morning.
जनाब, जो 4 लाइनें याद आ रही हैं कि सफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। सफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। क्या कमी रह गई है, देखो और सुधार करो।
क्या
कमी रह गई है, देखो और सुधार करो। और कहा है कि कुछ किए बिना जय जयकार नहीं होती, कुछ किए बिना जय जयकार नहीं होती, और कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती।
वाह 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 वाह।
कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती।
And Hasina ji, would you like to translate this? Kunan will say it line by line and you can translate it. Okay.
So while you were saying, I realized that suppose if I'm asked, I'm sure I'll not be able to do. I've got few words which I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll do it. So say it line by line, Kunan.
सफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो।
So success is a challenge, accept it.
क्या कमी रह गई है, देखो और सुधार करो।
Yeah, so what still needs to be improved, find out and improve it.
कुछ किए बिना जय जयकार नहीं होती।
You don't get any applause for doing nothing.
कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती।
And those who keep trying, they never fail. Wow, thank you. So, and that's a nice note to end the day, end the session, not end the day. So, guys, have a great day, have a happy day, right? And reflect a little on what else is possible today. Yes, Guru Nandan, you want to say something?
Yeah, can I request you and Niti ma'am to be there for 2 minutes, post the session, sir?
Yeah. Niti, can you and I think, okay. Niti and I. Rashmi is also there.
Okay.
Okay, good. So, Rashmi, you also stay. The rest of you, see you tomorrow for another empowering morning conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.